Welcome to this new video where we're going to talk about risk management. So let me ask you something. Let's say you start a 100k challenge and in your first trade you lose 2%. How much are you going to risk in the next trade? Do you have like any risk management strategy? How much you are going to risk? Let's say if you are 3% down in your account, 5% down. So in this video we're going to talk about having a risk management plan. So let me go to this risk management table here that I use for myself. So what most people do when they start to lose, let's say they are 2% down in their account, they continue to risk 1% and then continue to go down, they continue to risk more and more. Okay? So we need to do the opposite. The more we go in drag down, the less we have to risk, so we can survive that drag down and bounce back to break even. Also the same, if you start to gain, let's say you are between, let's say you gain 2%, then you're gonna be risking 1% per trade. And if you are between 3 and 5%, you can risk 2%. And when you are 5% and 8%, between 5 and 8, you risk 3%, and so on and so on. It doesn't matter the values here. You can create your own risk management table according to your trading psychology. So, but you know what? But what's the most important message here is that when we are in drag down, we need to reduce the risk. So maybe you are thinking like, if I'm gonna be risking 0.25% from a 100k challenge is $250 from the starting balance. I know if we are 3% down, we have to risk 0.25 from the current balance, but for this example, let's say it's $250. So how are we gonna bounce back to break even? Okay, what you need to understand is that you need to use a positive risk to reward ratio. So let's say you're risking 250, let's say US dollars. You need to go for a minimum of $500. So 2 times the risk, okay? 2 times the risk. It's really important. Let me make this 5, beautiful 5, perfect. So with a positive risk to reward ratio is the way that we're going to bounce back to break even as soon as possible without increasing the risk percentage per trade. And that's how I am be able to bounce back to break even. Because let's be clear, we're gonna go to a period of drag down during the challenge. It can be in phase 1, phase 2, or even in the founder stage, okay? So you need to be prepared for that, and you need to have a risk management table so you can bounce back to break even and continue to make those profits. If you made it this far in the video, like the video, subscribe, and I see you in the next one.